Some of my favourite things about Yorkshire are its heritage, people, language and places, but also nature. And Yorkshire has buckets of that. Now, I love walking. It's good for you, it's a great way to get outdoors, and you can go see so many fantastic places. And if you know me, you know I love my places here in Yorkshire. We're currently in North Yorkshire, which has a lot of places to come and visit, to come walk around and to come explore. However, places of nature aren't just a great way to get outside and be one with nature. They're also a great place to find out some history. Places of nature are fascinating to look at and lovely to explore, but they also have a lot of history. These histories go back thousands of years, and some of that history is evident today in many different ways. North Yorkshire is the largest county in England by land area and has a population of over 600,000 people. York is of course one of the most prominent places to visit here in North Yorkshire, but there's also Whitby, Ripon and, where I've been staying, Pickering. There's a lot of historic sites to visit here in North Yorkshire, with York Minster of course being one of the most famous as well, but there's also places like Revo Abbey, Nuneaton Hall and Richmond Castle. There's also plenty of walks and rural retreats here too. One of the best and most famous is, of course, the North York Moors. The word Moor is thought to date back to the 1200s and was also pronounced Moor, but as you can see, it was spelt with one less O, and it was thought to mean swamp. The history of this place stretches back way further than you would imagine. In around 8000 BC, hunters, gatherers and fishers were the first to settle here. Then, between 5000 BC and 2000 BC, a lot of the original forest was destroyed. Then, there were more rigid and military style settlements, as evidenced by the remains of two Iron Age hill forts from around 600 BC. Then, in came the Romans. The Romans reached the Yorkshire area of England in around 71 AD, with one of the most famous Roman sites around here being the Cawthorne military complex near Cropton. Over the following centuries, the landscape was shaped by the building of abbeys, churches and priories, as well as numerous industries ranging from iron and coal to jet and alum. Jet is a precious Whitby gemstone made of decaying wood under extreme pressure. Alum was a chemical compound used in the textile industry. The industries of yesteryear are often alluded to in place name as well as visually. Take where I've parked for example, Saltergate car park. You see, Saltergate is thought to refer to the salt that was being mined in the Cleveland district. Since the 28th of November 1952, the North York Moors has been one of the 15 national parks in the UK. It covers an area of 554 square miles, nearly 4 times the size of the Isle of Wight. The village of Levisham in North Yorkshire is an extremely small one, with a population of less than 100 people in the 2011 census. The name comes from Old Norse and meant farmstead of Leofgeat's people. It has a station on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, which first opened in 1836 as the Whitby to Pickering Railway. It was reopened in 1973 thanks to the North York Moors Historical Railway Trust. Here at the North York Moors, there is the Levisham Moor, the largest ancient monument here, and human occupation is thought to go back to as early as 3000 BC. The North Yorkshire Moors Railway runs from Pickering to Whitby, or Whitby to Pickering depending on which place you start at. There are plenty of lovely spots to stop along the way. Here we're stopping off at the Hole of Horcum. It is thought to get its name from the old word hor, which meant filth, and cum, which meant bowl-shaped valley. There are two legends of how this place came to be. The first is that it was known as the Devil's Punch Bowl, where the devil himself transported stones from here to make Blakey topping in Allerton. Then there's another story that a giant named Wade scooped up ground from the earth and threw it at his giantess wife Belle during an argument. The truth is a little less fantastical, even if it does stretch over thousands of years. The Hole of Horcum is formed thanks to a process called spring sapping. Now, spring sapping is when water undercuts slopes and eats away underneath them, causing the valley to widen and deepen. This 400 feet deep and 1 mile wide beautiful part of Yorkshire has seen many a traveller in its history. And whilst it's a wonderful place for walkers today, in 1871 there was actually supposedly a person called Ventris who lived here. Whilst I wouldn't probably live here, I do recommend coming to visit here, whether it's for a walk or whether it's to see the history or the nature, simply because this is what makes Yorkshire so special to me. Nature is one of the many wonderful reasons to come visit North Yorkshire. There are plenty of lovely places here to take your dog for a walk, go out with the family, or simply be one with the world. However, there is also a lot of history here, and sometimes places that are famous for nature often hide fantastic and fascinating stories. All you have to do is a little bit of digging.